You do not need to, look like a supermodel to desire a provider man. Y- Hello and welcome back. So today's conversation is about women desiring provider men. Now, and also about how rich men provide and what exactly is does protect and provide mean. We'll explore that in a moment. Now, so that's yes. Okay, let me fix this. Okay. Okay, why this conversation? Well, because we're thinking rich. We're thinking rich, but this is just in general how men provide. So, um, first, does a woman have to look like a supermodel to desire a provider man or to get a provider man? No, you do not need to look like a supermodel to desire a provider man or to get a provider man because even supermodels don't always look like supermodels every day. And besides, women are shapeshifters, women can shapeshift, and women are beautiful individually. So, really, what you have to do is just put some effort into your outer appearance. All you really need to be, or all you really need to do, is be your very own beautiful self. And you can desire a provider man and you can get a provider man. Okay. Now, why do women desire provider men? Well, really, it's simple. That's just how nature designed women to be. It's embedded into women's DNA to desire provider men. Because really, if wherever a woman is on the planet, she will desire a provider man. It is just in her nature. A woman's true biological nature is to desire a provider man. There are men who always will say, oh, well, these women, men will say all kinds of negative things about women, bash and trash women for desiring provider men because these men, it's like they want women to go against their true biological nature, which is to desire a provider man. Just like men are wired to desire women for their beauty, youth, um, reproductive ability, and health, women are wired to desire men for their ability to provide what they can produce and what they can provide. It's that simple. It's nothing like that's crazy. It's been like this since the beginning of time, and it will be like this 500 years from now, 5,000 years from now. It's been like this for millennia, okay? So it's not because women are just like ridiculous. It's just that women are embracing their true biological nature. And if some men were to go around the world looking for women who do not desire provider men, the men would still always find women who desire provider men because it is just how the creator created women to be, to desire provider men. So if a man is looking for women like all over the world who do not desire provider men, then he has already lost. He's already lost because all women desire provider men. I mean, there are men who cannot provide as much, and some women will understand this, but they will still desire a provider man. They're not going to go against their true biological nature. Okay. Biologically speaking, that is just how women are, created. Okay. So now, what does it mean to protect and provide? Well, protect doesn't just mean he's fighting, he's being aggressive, he's being combative and being violent or what have you. That's not what protect and provide means. Protect means that he's protecting her from these bills, from her bills, because women have bills. But that's not all protect means. When a man provides, he provides a woman's basic needs like shelter, housing, transportation, utilities, and such. And that's for her comfort and her protection. So that way she's protected from the harsh elements outside and she's able to rest and nest in comfort. So, yes, that's what protect and provide means. And by providing the resources she needs, then the woman is not weighed down and she's not bogged down and she's not, running ragged trying to figure it out. Okay. So then, since she's not weighed down, bogged down, then her femininity is protected. Okay. And since her femininity is protected, she's able to be more. She's able to be more receptive and she's able to be more vulnerable and vulnerable when she wants to be, because she can't be vulnerable unless someone has earned her vulnerability. Okay. So a woman is able to be more because her femininity is protected because she's able to rest and nest in comfort. And since her femininity is protected, she can be more at ease, more at rest, because feminine energy is the more expensive energy, and it needs rest, it needs comfort. So she can rest and nest in comfort. So that way she doesn't have to be like strong, hard, tough, and what have you. Okay. So that's what it means to provide and protect. He's protecting her from all these bills by paying these bills and providing the money, the funds, and the resources that she needs. Okay, for her, of course, her basic human needs. Now, I mean, does providing mean getting designer shoes, designer handbags, and designer clothing and such? Well, to some women it does, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. But I mean, it doesn't have to mean that. It just means providing the basics for your human, the basic human needs. So yes, that's what protect and provide is, protecting her from the elements, the harsh elements, and also providing, if a man has knowledge, he's also providing knowledge and also support to her. So now, any man can actually be a provider, any man can provide, but of course a rich man is, has more to provide because he has more resources to provide. So a rich man is more likely to provide more. Now, how do you know when a man is a provider man? Well, you will know when a man is a true provider man because he will make it known. He will reveal himself as a provider man. He will tell you with actions because he providing resonates with true provider man. It's as though there's a switch that is turned on within them to provide when there's a woman they want to provide for. So now you shouldn't have to argue, beg, or chase down a man to provide because a true provider man will offer. He will offer to provide. And of course, you don't just go by what he says. You have to, have actions attached to what he says. So a true provider man will not have to be begged. You don't have to steal, beg, or borrow because you're not a quick fix thief looking for a quick fix for just like a couple $100s. If you have to do all that, then usually he's not the mark. The mark is a true provider man where providing resonates with him. Okay. You don't have to beg him. You don't have to chase, argue with him about providing. Those are not the men that you have to do that with. Those men are not the mark. Okay. It's simple as that. So now you'll know a true provider man when he offers, when he presents himself as a true provider man. Okay. So that's that. So I will end it here. So that's all I had to say without saying too much. I hope you've been inspired by this conversation. So be inspired. Bye.